Hey guys, welcome back to the Knitting Expat podcast. So yeah, I have some exciting news I want to share, which I don't know, it depends on the title of this video. You may or may not already know what it is. You probably will already know what it is, judging by when I'm planning on posting this. But I haven't publicly shared it yet, so it still feels weird to talk about it on camera. But today is Wednesday, the 29th of October. Sorry, I was trying to do some mental maths backwards. 28th of October, okay, not quite there. 28th of October. And I actually intended on starting this vlog yesterday, but I will be honest, I completely forgot I was going to do this. So anyway, I thought I would vlog this coming week, just little snippets here and there, not like my usual vlogs, which are more like family focused. This is going to be more of a work focused vlog because, as I mentioned, I'm publishing something super exciting, and like it's been a dream project of mine and something I've been working on all year. It's been like the one what's the word, positive, like work, okay, not even positive, that's not right, it's not the only positive thing from this year, but in a year that's been very rubbish for a lot of people for a lot of reasons, myself included. You know, lots of plans have changed, been cancelled, etc, etc, due to COVID and all that annoying stuff that's just still going on. This has been one thing that's really kept me focused, and I've been working towards. This has literally been a project that's been in the works since the beginning of this year, so it's been like 10 months in the making. I'm still surprised that I am where I am. It's been delayed a couple of times due to COVID and not having enough time to work on things, but thankfully everyone who has been supporting me in this has been really understanding in the delays. I should enunciate better. I've been doing some admin stuff on the computer related to this project, sending out some emails and things. Plans for today, I'm going to share with you what the project is, or at least give you a little sneak peek into it. And then I also want a podcast today. I need to take some photos for some stuff. I need to do a podcast today. And what else do I need to do? Oh, just some other house stuff in general. I placed a really exciting order last night, which should hopefully be arriving on Friday, and I can share that with you guys a little bit later in the vlog. And yeah, I'm really excited about this. Okay, so I'm gonna go get set up to take some pictures and stuff, and then I'll explain a little bit more about what this really special project is. Okay, so from the last few clips where I've set up and been taking photos of some of the projects, or say some, all of the projects, you'll have probably gathered that this special project is colourwork cowls. So yeah, I'm really excited about it, so let me just show you some of them really quickly. Here they are. I'm going to do a more dedicated, like, standalone video about this on my channel that will be going up on the day that the collection and the ebook launches. So there it is. I am launching an ebook, and it is a yeah, it's like a legit ebook, and I'm really excited about it. So we've got a few, there's actually 10 different patterns, but there's 12 samples because I did 2 with hand spun. So this is one of the ones with my hand spun. This is the first cowl I actually cast on. If you remember, when you've been watching since the beginning of this year, you might remember I was knitting on this when I went to New York in January before lockdown happened for Vogue Knitting Live. This was the first one I knit, and this kind of where it all started was with this one. I'd had the idea for a while, and then when I knit this, I think if you remember back when I was podcasting, around that time when I showed this off as a finished object, I said that I might write this up as a pattern and even make it like part of a collection or something. And so this is where that idea ended up. A few other ones. This one is one of my favorites. I really want to knit this one up again with a heavier weight yarn as well. I think it would look beautiful. This is out of fingering weight, so I think my plan is to knit another version of this one out of some heavier weight yarn. Perry loves this one. This one was his favorite, and he also modeled this one for me, which is really nice. So this one, it was yarn by At Haynes House, and Terry and her husband are an amazing couple. I met them at New York in January as well. And this one was yarn from Eva from Seismic Yarns. I also met her in January at New York. I already said that's my handspun. And this yarn is from my dear friend Sam from Lavender Loon Yarn Company. I've worked with her yarn a lot over the years and I absolutely love it. So I definitely wanted to include her in this collection, or her yarn rather. This is another one that was out of my handspun. Absolutely love how this one turned out as well. And then we've got this one. This one was out of some Lola Bean Yarn Company, and her yarn is beautiful, and Adela is amazing. And anyway, absolutely love how this one turned out. This one was with yarn by Julie of Julia Aslane. Oh, I'm terrible with names sometimes. And this one's also with Julie's yarn in the bulky. The other one was fingering weight. So, and this one is also at Haynes House. So this is on their fingering. This was, I think, like a set. I can't remember which is which, but one is called Monster Cuddle and the other one's called Cuddle Monster, but I can't remember which colour is which one. And then this one is another fan favourite of mine, Green Mountain Spinnery. I've designed with their yarn a few times as well, and they've always been super supportive of my work, and I definitely wanted to include them. This one was yarn from the lovely ladies at Legacy Fibre Arts. Sue and Chelsea have been again wonderful supporters of my work, and it's the first time I've gotten to design with their yarn, so that was really exciting. And last but not least, this one here was yarn by Westwall by Stephen and Penelope. And again, I had the chance of meeting Stephen and Malia, who run Stephen and Penelope, Stephen West and Malia, in Rhinebeck last year. So that was really fun to get to chat with them, and they graciously provided the yarn for this one. And yeah, so absolutely love this collection. And yes, super excited about it. So there's 10 patterns. And the inspiration behind it are Persian rugs, or Persian and Oriental rugs. There is a difference between the two, which is explained in the ebook. But I've wanted for a long time to do a collection of designs inspired by my heritage, I guess, my cultural heritage. My background is I'm Iranian. My parents were born in Iran. I was born in the UK, but my parents were born in Iran. So I identify as a British Iranian. I have both passports, so I'm a citizen of both countries. And yeah, so it's always been a part of who I am and my background, my culture and stuff. So I've always wanted to incorporate some of that into my design work. And up until now, that just hadn't happened. And I'm going to try and do that more going forward. I have some other ideas of things I'd like to do inspired by my background, by my culture. And this is just that first step. I'm really excited about it. Like I keep saying, I don't know if you've realized that I'm excited about this. And yeah, honestly, just blown away by the amount of support I've received for this, like from the Dyers, who've been supportive, like without question, even with the delays and stuff, and jumping on board with the idea without really having a lot to go on, and just, you know, believing in me. And without that, I don't think I would be where I am now, getting ready to publish this. I will be quite honest, there were several times during the process where I was about ready to give up and call it quits, and I've gone through a lot of self-doubt over the years, especially this last year, about whether or not it's worth continuing doing what I'm doing. Am I like really doing anything worthwhile or anything like that? It's been a lot of questioning myself, and had I not had that, I don't want to say pressure, but if I hadn't made that commitment to all of the different wonderful companies who supported my idea by sending me yarn to use for the designs, if I didn't have that at the back of my mind, knowing that these people have trusted me to design something with their yarn, and yeah, I probably would have given up on this project a long time ago. So the yarn dyers have no idea how important their support was in this. It was more than just sending me yarn. It was that belief in my idea that was amazing. And so far, everyone who's seen the collection has been really excited about it, and really have really good feelings about it, and really good comments and feedback and stuff. And everyone's only seen like the really rough draft of the ebook. They haven't seen the official like final pretty layout and everything, which I'm so excited to share soon. It's almost ready. And yeah, and the other thing about this ebook isn't just a collection of 10 patterns. No, there's more than that. It's actually 12 patterns, because the hand-spun versions of the 2 designs are different from the other versions that I've got. So all 12 individual patterns will be in the book. And the doorbell just rang, so one sec. Okay, so lost my train of thought about where I was because the doorbell rang, and I had to go on to that, and then had to chat to Perry. And anyway, so I think I was saying that it's not just going to be the 12 patterns in the ebook. The ebook is more like a source book, I guess, and it gives you all of the tools and everything you need to essentially design your own cowl using the motifs in the book. So I walk you through step by step how to do, how to, you know, first you pick the style of cowl you want. If you want like a regular cowl that's ribbing at either end, or if you want like a tubular style cowl that's grafted at the end, or whatever. And then based on which option you go for, you pick your yarn and your needles, and then you determine your gauge, and based on your gauge you can calculate how much yarn you're going to need for the size of cowl you want to knit. So it's basically completely customizable. It's following my any gauge method of knitting, which I have 2 other patterns out with that method. One is the any gauge tube cowl, which was just a plain cowl stockinette. There was no patterning or motif on it, and I used hand spun for that one, and it was actually the subject of my very first Knit With Me series. So if you go into the playlists tab on my YouTube channel, you'll be able to find that playlist for those videos if you're interested. And then the other one was my Hug Shrug, which I released earlier this year, and that one did really well, and it was everyone so far seems to have loved it. Everyone who's knit it so far seems to have loved it. And again, like I said, it's adaptable, can be knit at so many different gauges. So I think this lot, the cowls, you can knit any gauge from, I think it was 3.5 stitches per inch up to 8.5 or 8 stitches per inch, I can't remember now. But it runs the range. I think there's like 10 different gauges like accounted for within the pattern, so it's super inclusive in that regard. And yeah, anyway, so I'm super excited about it. I don't think I've said that enough in this video so far, and it's only day 1 of this vlog. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there for now. I've got to do some editing. I need to film a podcast later. Glad I took the photos when I did, because it just suddenly got a bit dark in here. And yeah, I need to edit photos, do a podcast, have a shower, all that sort of jazz, tidy up a little bit. I need to hang up laundry, that as well. Right, anyway, I'll catch up with you guys probably tomorrow at this point, but we'll see. Hey guys, so it is now Thursday the 29th of October. It's only 11 AM, but I have to have the lights on because it's so dark outside. It's so miserable. It's been absolutely miserable this week weather-wise, but that's fine. It's nice and cozy inside, so that's good. So today I don't have a huge amount to do, which is nice because I have a blinding headache at the back of my head. It's not really blinding then, but I've got a really bad headache right at the back of my head, and I'm not entirely sure where it's come from or why, but I woke up with it and it's not going away anytime soon, it seems. So I'm taking it easy today. uploaded and published my podcast today, so that was really exciting, finally getting to share the news with you guys, and posted about it on Instagram, which is great. I'll be posting again this afternoon with a bit more details and a bit more of a sneak peek behind the patterns that are going to be in the collection, and a bit more detail over the next few days. I'll be posting a couple times a day over the next week, I guess, in the run-up to the launch, which is gonna be, I'm just like beyond excited. And yeah, just in the final review stages for the book now, which is great. I may or may not check in again today, we'll just have to see how things go. Yeah, I may end up taking a nap later if this headache doesn't go away, but for now, just watching some TV and crocheting on this blanket for a little bit before I figure out what I'm going to do next. Okay, so basically all my plans for today went out the window because, for one thing, this headache won't go away, and second of all, I've been somewhat overwhelmed by the level of response to my posts on Instagram today about the book and on the podcast and all of that, and I just want to say a huge thank you so much everyone for being so positive and receptive to the whole idea. And yeah, I also wanted to point out, I don't know if I made it clear in the video, or I mean in the podcast or in this video so far, that I'm not doing this with a publisher. I'm doing this entirely off my own back, essentially. It's literally just me, my tech editor Madeline, and my layout designer, I guess, Amelia. It's just the three of us. And so I'm doing this all myself. I'm publishing myself, and if I do any hard copies, I'll be doing that myself too, and I would autograph them. I would sign them for you if you'd like me to, since I'm going to be shipping them out as well. It would be a fairly, I say small run, but I mean it is in book standards, it would be. But I would be doing it as a pre-order, so then I would order as many books as I need for the pre-order, plus maybe a few extra to have in stock or something, but it's not going to be the sort of thing that I have in stock all the time. So that's because I don't know, I'm a one-woman person business thing, so I'm not really in a position to be able to handle lots of orders, I guess, and do lots of shipping stuff. We'll see how it goes. So far it seems to be quite a positive response, and people are interested in having a hard copy option as well as a ebook option, so we'll see how that goes, and I will look into that. I have a company in mind that I'd like to use, but I need to do a little bit more research before I make a decision on that, and then that will obviously factor into other things. But hopefully by the time I come to publish the ebook, I'll be able to post a listing for the combination ebook and physical book as a pre-order. You'd get the ebook straight away, but the physical book would be a pre-order. I will say this right now, I cannot guarantee you would get it in time for Christmas. I think if you're in the UK, you probably will get it for Christmas, but if you're outside of the UK, zero guarantees on when you would get the physical book. I can't guarantee anything with the postage system the way it is right now. Anyway, it's much better than it was at the beginning of the pandemic and lockdown. I sent out packages mid-February for a big D-stash that I did at the beginning of this year, if you remember. I sent them out in the middle of February, before the UK went into lockdown and before the US did whatever its response was, and the postage system had already gone into chaos. Didn't go into like real chaos until after I'd posted things, but some of the packages to the US took 4 months, took more than 4 months to get there, to the point where I was like, these packages are just lost now. Thankfully they all arrived, nothing went missing, and since then I have posted stuff to the US and they have arrived in a much more reasonable time frame. So I think it's not as bad as that anymore. But having said that, there are probably still some delays, so I cannot guarantee anything, is what I'm trying to say. I'm just like putting this caveat out right now, before we get that far down the line. But yeah, anyway, I'm really excited about all of this. It's always been, I guess, a dream of mine to publish a book, and I don't know, I still find it really hard to call this a book because to me it doesn't feel real, I guess, I don't know. Anyway, I've been having this pounding headache, but you guys are all making me smile like from ear to ear non-stop because of all your lovely comments and messages and everything on Instagram and on YouTube. But so I'm just gonna work. I've got a couple of orders I need to package. I had some people order some greeting cards and stuff, so I need to package those up. I don't have the brain space to do anything else right now, so I'll catch up with you guys soon. Okay, morning guys. It is Friday, the 30th of October. We're up nice and early, and my hair's looking quite nice today, which is always a plus. Oh geez, be careful Layla. Getting Layla some breakfast, myself a coffee, and I need to tidy up this kitchen because this kitchen's an absolute state. I didn't clean up last night after dinner, so I'm gonna do that now. One other thing, we decided to start ordering our MILK to get delivered. I don't want to say the word because Layla doesn't know yet. It's going to be a nice little surprise for her. We stopped doing that a while ago because we weren't going through the milk, and we were having issues with the deliveries. We'd end up having delivered, like milk being delivered that was off like very regularly and things like that. So we sort of paused it for a while, and I think now we're ready to start it up again. And yeah, we haven't told Layla yet, so it'll be a nice surprise. What have you got?
That's grapefruit juice.
I want that one.
It's milk.
I want it.
Okay, you grab the little ones. You can do it. You can do a couple of tricks. You don't have to do all at once.
Then I look at those three. Well, so small ones.
Do you know what those are?
What are they?
Yogurt. Yogurt.
Yogurt milk.
It's not yogurt milk, it's just yogurt. Yogurt is made from milk. Go on. Good girl.
So, rich milk, where is the rich milk on? Rich milk, where is it on?
You're gonna have the one that's got red on top. See, that's your milk. You wanna go put that on the table?
But I want this one to be my milk.
That's not milk, honey. That's juice.
So I'll let you try some of this juice after, okay?
Cause that one is my favourite one.
Where?
That's juice, honey. You might not like grapefruit juice. You haven't tried it before, but you can try some.
I like grapefruit. Mummy.
Yes.
To have this one.
That's fine. They're both the same.
Alright, you gotta take it to the table.
You always hold these bottles with two hands, okay? So you don't drop them.
Because they might break, Mummy.
Yeah, because they're glass. Go on. Go sit at the table. I'll bring you a bowl.
But not real, not plastic ones.
They're not plastic. They're glass.
Not plastic milk. These.
No, they're not.
That was the
Hey, guys.
fancy one.
Okay. You gonna cross that one out because that's today. Okay. So, this morning we are waiting for a very special package to arrive in the post, which should hopefully be here in the next hour.
I did.
In the meantime,
I pressed it
that's
off.
not quite a cross, honey. That's like an L. The lines need to cross over each other. Want to try again? Like this.
I could try again.
Like that. Do you want to cross off these ones as well? Because these were the days that were already gone. So we decided to print out November and December calendar for Layla so we can do our countdown to Christmas. And I know it's not even the end of October, but I don't care. This year has been absolute rubbish and we need something fun and cheerful to look forward to. So we are going to start celebrating Christmas as of Monday. So the 2nd of November is when Christmas cheer is going to start in this house. Layla and I are going to watch a Christmas movie, aren't we, on Monday? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we printed off this calendar so I can write down...
I did it!
Good job. So I can write down the different dates for when things are going to be happening, and she'll know what's coming and all of that jazz. Also, I know it's still October, but Couldn't help myself, had to get some mince pies. I was saying to Perry last night, I didn't realise how stressed I was about this whole ebook book launch thing until until I posted about it yesterday and the feedback was super positive, and then I finally felt like I could breathe a sigh of relief. Up until that point it felt a bit like, oh my god, what if this completely bombs and no one likes it, and it becomes like this a massive waste of time and money that I put into creating this book. But thankfully it seems like everyone has been very receptive to it, and I'm very excited to be sharing more over the coming days, and I am just very impatiently waiting for the postman to arrive now. Like, I am just sat here twiddling my thumbs and fingers and waiting, just waiting. I don't think I've been this excited for posts in a long time. Like, this sort of like eager anticipation for it to arrive. I've had exciting posts, don't get me wrong, but I've never been like this, kind of like waiting, just waiting for it to come. Right. Oh, sit on the floor next to me. You got... It's a bit hard to sit on my lap. You need to sit next to me. There we go. Do you want to help me? What is it? What is it? Is it a book? Is it Mummy's book?
Yeah.
Who's that on the back?
Me.
Is that Layla on the back?
Yeah.
But look, I have a physical book.
It has names.
Yeah, that goes in recycling, honey. We don't need to keep that. But good to...
Inside.
You want to see inside?
Yeah.
It's a carpet. Who's that?
Yeah.
Yes, Mummy!
That's another carpet.
Yes, more carpets. Oh, be careful, no, do it very carefully.
That's like our carpet.
It is our carpet. That is our one. That's the one that's downstairs in Mummy Daddy room. Yeah? Is that the rug in our room?
That's the, I want to show you.
Oh, this one? This is the one that's in the corridor.
Yeah.
These are our rugs. Just looking at this page with photos.
And that one's like Mummy Daddy one.
Yeah, that is. That's the one in our room.
I don't got one because that's Mummy.
Yeah, that is Mummy. Well done.
That's you got a blue one and a red one.
Yeah. She's talking about my crochet hooks.
And that's all. Is that all your cows?
Yeah, these are all my cows. Well done. 1 second. Let me just. Where's the?
What did you say?
The contents page. That looks really cool. I love how that one's turned out.
There's lots of them.
Yes, all of them.
And there's
Carefully, carefully. Look at that one.
I like that one.
Yeah, it's got all the different motifs there.
And Mummy.
Yeah.
I like Dyers too.
I know you do, because you like rainbow colours. You're like your mummy. Mummy likes rainbow colours too.
That's my favourite one because that's rainbow.
Yeah. Okay, sit down. Sit back.
You want to see that?
And that one's rainbow one too, isn't it?
I would like that one, not that other one. I like cuss like that.
You just like that one?
So, Mummy.
Yes, honey.
Should that one be more?
You want that one to be yours? Okay. And then it's got a little bit at the back with all the different yarn dyers involved. Bios on them, which is really cool.
Mummy.
Thought it'd be really fun to end the book with a little picture of someone special.
Mummy.
Yes, honey.
this one.
I know you do. There it is. So excited. Right, I just quickly set up for this little photo to post on Instagram later, so that'll be fun. Layla and I need to pop out to the shops now, so I'm actually just going to leave that there for now. I just move the book in case Hugo gets any ideas of chewing on it. Leave it up here. Still really excited about this. Back home now, she's getting a bit of iPad time so I can get a little bit of work done. So you guys obviously saw the book earlier, and I'm taking some photos for Instagram later this week, and well, over the weekend basically. And I just had my first try at making a GIF, which turned out really well. Sorry about the background noise, just I need her to be occupied for a moment while I do this. So I just tried my hand at making a GIF and it worked really well. And I want to make another one, so I thought I would share the process with you guys this time. Also because I just forgot to do it the first time round. So I'm going to get everything set up to take some pictures for the GIF in a minute, and then I'll share that with you and how I do that. Alright, so I have my tripod precariously set up on the chair and got the boom arm thing out, camera attached. I have two of these cameras that I record with. Lighting is... we're losing the light fast, and so nothing is in focus. Apologies for that. And we have our setup. So now I'm going to set you guys up so you can watch how this unfolds. Alright, so that's now done. I'm going to have a little break and have my coffee and a little snack. I don't normally have coffee this late in the day, but I kind of feel like I need it right now. Yeah, and then I'll get to like transferring the images and editing it and making it into a GIF, and I'll show you how that works. Okay, so I think you can really tell that it's starting to get dark now. I've got the lamp on and the light from the computer screen. So what I've actually already done is I've transferred the images from the camera to my phone. So these cameras, this is the Canon G7X Mark II. There's a Mark III now, but this is the Mark II. It has a that also says Wi-Fi button there, and so it can connect via Wi-Fi to your phone or whatever device. So I have it linked up to my phone already, so I just sent it to my phone, and then now I've selected all the images on my phone and I'm going to airdrop them to my computer. Hopefully it will let me airdrop this many pictures. Yep, okay, it's 78 images. It's quite a lot actually. So it's going to take me a while to go through and edit them because all the pictures are upside down because of the way the camera was set up. It took all the pictures upside down, so I have to run them through Photoshop and rotate them all, and do a light bit of editing because quite frankly it's a bit dark. So I'm going to do that now. I will spare you having to watch me edit 78 images because that's not going to be particularly fun. But I will catch up with you guys back when I'm ready to turn it into a GIF. Okay, so I have all the images edited and rotated around the right way. So now I'm going to go on, I use this website called Giphy. I just literally googled how to make GIFs, and this is the one that came up. So you just do it all through. You just got to sign up for a free account, and then you can select all your images, open them up, and it should, all going well, it should do it all for you. And I'm doing it as in 2 GIFs, so I've done half the images in one. I'm going to click on continue. You have all these options to add stuff to it. I don't want any of that, and I don't want it to be public. Leave all of that blank, and it just says upload to Giphy, and it just uploads it to your account that you'll have set up. And then once it's done, I clicked onto my account and it's here. So then I can click on it, and over here, let me zoom in a bit. Over here, it says here that it's set to private. Over here, you click on media, and then you can download different formats of it. So I'm just going to download the social format and the MP4 format. So hopefully these work. I think they should be okay. So if I open it up, and there we go. Worked out pretty well. Okay, I'm not going to give it all away now. I need to go back and do the other one, and then I'll insert the GIF and what it looks like finished in here, and I'll also insert the other one that I made earlier. Yeah, can you do all of them?
I can't.
Yes, you can.
I only want to do these rainbow ones.
Can you help me do the other ones as well, please?
This one needs to go on the top.
Alright, you're going to put the other ones on there?
This blue one needs to go on the bottom, on that ring. So good.
Yep, those are good. Thank you. You're being very helpful, honey.
And being very careful with them.
Yeah.
And being very careful, Mummy.
Good girl.
Because
you're a very good helper.
what was that?
Oh, it was just this, don't worry. It's okay.
I did it.
Well done! Good job, honey. Thank you. Alright, you want to help me in the kitchen?
Yep.
Alright, let's go. Hey guys, so it's later in the evening now. It's, don't even know what time it is. It's gonna be, yeah, 9:30. I have some stuff I need to crack on with now. I've just had a bit of downtime and crocheting on that crochet blanket. I will be honest, that blanket has been amazing right now. It's been just what I've needed to zone out after dealing with like everything, all the planning and organizing that's going on for this book. I will be honest, it's been a lot more work in this last little bit, getting it ready and getting everything ready to launch than I had originally anticipated. I think because also I originally wasn't planning on doing a physical book, and it was really, I think it was a day or two before I announced that I was going to be doing this that I started thinking about it. And the day before I started vlogging was the day I ordered the copy that arrived this morning. So this one here, it's really exciting. I'm going to talk a bit more about this in the dedicated video that I'm going to be filming next week for the whole thing, kind of like an introduction to the whole collection, the ebook, the book, all the other bits associated with it. So yeah, so the other thing I was going to say, rather funnily enough, I woke up this morning and had a voice message from my mum, and then realised, having listened to the voice message that she sent me at 1 AM in the morning congratulating me on the book thing, that not only had I kept this a secret from you guys, I hadn't even told my family. I vaguely mentioned it to my mum that I was doing this cowl project, obviously because my mum and my brother models for it as well, but I don't think they definitely didn't know the scale of it, and I think my mum had more of an inkling because I told her a bit more about it, but my brother and my dad had no idea what I was doing. So I had a phone call from them all this morning just being like, congratulations, and I was like, oh yeah, I guess I didn't tell you. Oh my god, there have been so many. I think one of the reasons why I've kept it such a secret from basically everybody in my life. Like I haven't even told my friends yet, like my non-knitting friends, my quote unquote real life friends, or friends outside of the knitting community, my pre-knitting friends, I guess. I haven't told any of them about it, and I think part of it was always that feeling at the back of my mind that it was never going to happen. Like I said, it's entirely self-published. Other than myself, there's only been 2 other people like working on it, my tech editor and my layout designer. So like it's all been off my own back in that regards, like especially up until I guess mid-September, it's all been on me. And it's only been since mid-September that my tech editor and my layout designer have been involved. So like most of this year I've been working on this on my own, and not having really told anyone about it. And I think I mentioned it earlier in this vlog a couple of days ago, that I went through a lot of feelings of self-doubt and not feeling like it was going to work, and worrying about it, and worrying that I went through periods of, I remember, I think I posted about it on Instagram when I had a day when I went out to the local coffee shop and I sat down to my laptop and I did a lot of the typing that day. I wrote a lot of the book that day, and I remember afterwards coming home and feeling like, I really hope this isn't a waste of time. I really hope people like it. And I keep going through cycles of like, this is going to be amazing, it's going to do really well, everyone's going to love it and all that, and then coming full circle and being like, oh my god, people are going to hate it, no one's going to buy it, everyone's going to like, just all this like feeling of self. So I've been going around in circles with this whole thing, and yeah, I'll catch up with you guys soon. Bye.